Hello Commanders, and welcome back to another episode of Girls Frontline Full Medal Guide. Now for some of the Chapter 2 missions, enemy movements depend on RNG and luck. But in this guide, I will show you a method that helps cover most situations that will happen on your playthrough. I will not be covering 2-2, just to let you know, because that mission is so luck reliant, getting an S rank is already quite annoying. If you need a guide for an S rank on that mission, you can check out YouTube. YouTube has a lot of videos about that will help you achieve it. So let's move on to 2-1. Record Trace. Now for 2-1, you will need 2 echelons and 1 support echelon. So let's go to command post and deploy our first echelon. Let's start the mission. Resupply if necessary. For your first turn, use your first echelon and head on over to this event node to the right. Now underneath this node is a heliport, as you can see. But before you end your turn, deploy a support echelon. And set it to eliminate enemies. That is the end of your first turn. End the round here. For your second turn, deploy a second echelon. Resupply if needed. Set that echelon to move up 2 nodes. Go back to your first echelon and move it up 1 node. Let's execute the plan and let's see what happens. And that is it for your second turn. This is the final position. 2 echelons over here, 1 support echelon down here, and around here. Just by completing this mission, you'll get your bronze medal. If you finish it capturing all nodes, 10 out of 10, you'll get your silver medal. Lastly, for getting an S rank, you'll get the gold medal. So that's 3 medals in one go. And you'll get a Spectre, or probably someone else. So that is it for 2-1. Very easy mission to do. Once again, I will not be doing 2-2. I do apologize. If you do need help for 2-2, there are a lot of videos on YouTube you can check out to achieve your goal, your S rank. So let's move on to 2-3. Now for 2-3, let's go. Enemy investigation. For this mission, you will need 3 echelons and 1 support echelon. Let's zoom out. So this mission is the place where you can farm and train your T-dolls very easily. So let's go to the command post. Let's deploy a first echelon and a second echelon on the second heliport. Start the operation. Resupply both if needed. Now, for your first echelon, the one at the command post, go ahead and take the heliport up north. For your second echelon, move 1 node to the right. Execute that plan. Now then, go back to the heliport right beside your second echelon. Deploy our first support echelon. The one and only. Set it to standby. and switch with your second echelon. With your last action point, go back to your command post and deploy your third echelon. Resupply if necessary, and the round here. Now let's go back to our first echelon. Move it down 2 nodes to the central heliport. For your second echelon, switch with the support echelon and move 1 node to the right, controlling the heliport. For your last move, last 3 action points, well basically we need 2 action points, your third echelon that you have deployed, go ahead and move it right beside echelon 1. We're gonna leave it at 1 action point. We're gonna end around here. For your last turn, move your first echelon up 1 node and your third echelon to control the command post. From here we can end the round and we are done. Just by completing this mission, you'll get your bronze medal. Getting all 13 out of 13 notes, you'll get your silver medal. Lastly, for getting the S rank, you'll get your gold medal. All 3 medals in one go. So let's move on to 2-4. So let's move on to 2-4, data collection. Okay, sorry about that, let's go back to 2-4, data collection. For this mission, you will need 3 echelons and 2 support echelon. So let's zoom out. Alright, looks good. Let's go back to the command post. Let's deploy our first echelon and let's start the operation. Resupply if necessary. Move your first echelon up 1 node and then deploy your second echelon. Resupply. End the round here. For your second turn, your first echelon should move up 1 node to the right and your second echelon to collect the other node on the opposite end. Execute the plan, let's go! Now do not end the round just yet. Go back to your command post and deploy your first support echelon. Set it to capture HQ. This is what you should get. We can end the round here. For your third turn, first echelon move 1 node to the right, second echelon move 1 node to the right. With your last action point, go back to the command post and deploy your third echelon. Resupply if needed, end the round here. Now, for your fourth turn, the enemy that just spawned from the heliport will either go up or down. If the enemy goes up, then that's good. You can skip one step. If the enemy goes down like this, then you can just follow this step right here. Your first echelon should go all the way to the rightmost node. Your second echelon should go to the node left of that. Your third echelon, move one node down. Execute the plan. Now, before I continue, do resupply your echelons if needed, because that random event node might have a random enemy, and if that echelon does not have any ammo, then you will lose your chance of getting an S rank. So this is what it should look like. We're not done yet. This two heliport, doesn't matter which one, go ahead and deploy your support echelon, your second support echelon. Now for your second support echelon, set it to capture HQ. For your first support echelon, the one that is above, set it to eliminate enemies. Then we will end the round here. And that is it. This mission was quite tricky to do, but it's not that bad. Just by completing the mission, bronze medal, 12 out of 12 nodes, silver medal, lastly an S rank, gold medal, all 3 medals in one go. And another Spectre import. Hi, welcome to the party. And so we are done with 2-4. Next up is 2-5. Additional commission. Alright, let's move on to 2-5. Additional commission. Now for 2-5, it is tricky, but it is possible to finish this in 3 turns and get all nodes. Now then, what you will need are 3 echelons and 2 support echelons. So let's begin. Command post. Deploy your first echelon, start the operation. Resupply if necessary. Go ahead and take the node up top and 1 node to the left, controlling this heliport. Let's go! Now before you end the round, go back to your command post and deploy your first support echelon. Set this support echelon to eliminate enemies. Let's zoom in a bit to see. Eliminate. And we'll end the round here. Now for your second turn, it is important that you do not mess this up. Now then, first things first, I'm going to let you know that the enemy up here at the command post might go right or left. It does not matter because this method will help cover all situations. So, watch closely. First echelon, resupply if necessary, move 1 node to the top right, the event node up here. For your second action point, go back to the heliport that echelon 1 had just left. Deploy your second echelon. resupply. Go back to your command post and deploy your third echelon, your third and last echelon. Switch with the support echelon to your right and use your last action point to control the heliport on the right. But do not end the round just yet. You need to deploy your last support echelon. Go back to the open heliport to the left of third echelon. Go and deploy your support echelon, your second support echelon. Set it to eliminate enemies. So make sure both support echelons are set to eliminate enemies, and this is what it should look like. Echelon 1 up here, echelon 2 down here, support, and lastly echelon 3. And around here. Now for your last turn, for the coup de grace, go back to your first echelon, move through the command post, and collect the leftmost node. Go back to your second echelon, go one node down. For your third echelon, it doesn't matter where you go, you either go down or up, but you need to control this heliport. I'm gonna go up past our controlled heliport because this node might contain an enemy and I do not wish to waste time defeating that. Then we'll end the round here. And there it is. Just by finishing this mission, you'll get your bronze medal, 15 out of 15, silver, lastly, S rank, gold. This was a tricky mission to actually do, but that is the method. FNP, I'm trying to speak here. Thank you for your input. So, right, this is, like I said, a very tricky mission to do, but that is the method to do it. Let us move on to the last mission, 2-6, the boss level. Termination. And welcome back, let's move on to 2-6. Alright, for this mission, it's very easy. But there's a lot of ways to finish this because you are given 5 turns. Let me check. Yeah, 5 turns. So you can finish this in less than 5 turns if you use support echelons. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to use 3 echelons. So your first echelon, go ahead and deploy and start the operation. Resupply if needed. Move one node down. And deploy your second echelon. Resupply. Now, if you have your first echelon set and prepared to do the boss killing, that is fine. If you have your second echelon, that is also fine. Because all 3 echelons will be fighting in this mission. For your second turn, move your first echelon down to collect the heliport. Second action point, move your second echelon down. Your last action point, go ahead and deploy your third echelon. Resupply if needed, and end around here. Five action points. Go ahead and resupply your first echelon. For your first echelon, go all the way over here, right at this node here. For your second echelon, go through and capture the command post, the heliport right beside your first echelon. So let's execute the plan. Now we have no more action points, let's end around here. Now then, since my first echelon is my boss killing echelon, I'm gonna go ahead and switch with echelon 2. Move your second echelon 1 node to the right. Move your boss killing echelon up 2 nodes to collect this heliport. And lastly, your third echelon, the one on the command post, move up 1 node and move down 1 node to the heliport. Just to confirm, this is what it should look like. Echelon number 2 over here. First echelon up here, and your third echelon over here. And the round. This is your final turn. Let's go for the coup de grace. Resupply your first and third echelon. The third echelon will go up, back, and around to collect this heliport to defeat all enemies in the way. Oh wait, no, stop. My bad, I made a mistake. Just move 1 more node up. Do not go to the heliport. You don't have to. My bad, I'm sorry. Now if you made the mistake of moving your third echelon to the heliport over here, don't worry, just move back 1 node. You have a lot of action points to fix your mistakes. Go back to your first echelon, it's time to defeat the boss. But do not stop at the command post. Do not stop at the command post, but stop at the heliport right beside it, the one you have not controlled. Once you are done, end the round here. Everything should be complete. We have completed this mission. It should give us the bronze medal. 17 out of 70 nodes, that's our silver medal. And lastly, S rank, our gold medal. All 3 medals in one go. L85A1. Can we get an L85A2 please? Thanks. No? Fine. Don't worry. And that is it. That is chapter 2. Now I do apologize if I'm not able to show chapter 2-2. But like I said, chapter 2-2 is just a piece of shit. So thank y'all for watching. Zazik here, and this has been Girls Frontline Full Metal Guide. Y'all will hear from me again next time. See ya.